All right, good morning and welcome to this segment. This segment is sponsored exclusively by Shining Star Health Center. They are in Spanish Lookout. This morning we have Mrs. Clara Plett with us. Mrs. Plett, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Rhonda. I'm doing very well. How are you?
I am good. Before we get into the meat of the matter, like I normally say, I want to encourage persons to share this live, tag as many of your friends as possible. Because the conversations that we're going to be having right now is going to be one that can benefit you immediately as well as in the future, depending on when you choose to capitalize on it. Hopefully, the sooner the better. So before we get into it, tell me a little bit about Shining Star Health Center.
All right. Well, Shining Star Health Center is located in Spanish Lookout. We focus on holistic health. So we do alternative medicine and we do it as natural as possible to get your body to its best state. We don't just put a band-aid on things. We get to the root cause of the problem and fix it so that your body can heal itself.
When you say that, a lot of people have a lot of questions. It sounds like magic. It sounds like a natural form of magic, if you will. But I'm sure that it's going to take a little bit more than just thinking about it. You have to actually follow through with it. You have to come and get your diagnosis. And then again, you are in Spanish Lookout. Spanish Lookout is a place that we know for building your house and that kind of stuff, constructions. And, when you want something for anything to build something or to grow, you go into Spanish Lookout. Now we are aware that you can go in there to actually strengthen your physical self and clean your physical self. What separates Shining Star from other health centers?
Well, firstly, I would say we really focus on the individual as a person. We don't say, okay, well, you have this, then we're going to do X, Y, and Z. No, it is depending on the person itself and depending on what the problem is, then we focus on the issue itself and how the person responds. I mean, everybody responds differently. We're all unique. We're all different. We're bio-individual. And so we can never just say, okay, well, it worked for that one. It'll work for you as well. Sure, there's similarities, but it's never 100% the same for one person as it is for the other one.
We live in a time when people are they want a solution, but sometimes we don't want to do too much to get it. We want it as quick as
Right.
possible. Somebody that might be watching might say, I really could do with a consultation from Shining Star Health Center, but I'm not in the position or I am unwilling to drive there at this point in time. Is there a way that they can have maybe a virtual consultation to start with and then follow up with the physical?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. And we also do travel. Like, for example, if you have someone that is not able to travel to Spanish Lookout, we do travel to do house calls and things like that. So that can be arranged as well. But definitely, let's start with a virtual consultation and see what you need, what it is that we could offer, and see if it is the right fit for the both of us. See if it's something that will work for you.
Do you have age restrictions? So let's say I feel that my young child is suffering from something, but I've taken them everywhere and I really can't get a full understanding of what the situation is. Do you have natural remedies that can possibly help infant children?
Yes, we do have for children, for adults, for geriatrics, anybody can come.
Excellent. This is live from Shining Star Health Center in Spanish Lookout. If you have any questions, this is also your time to ask Mrs. Plett. She is a health coach by profession. She's many things, but that's just one of the many things that she is. So if you feel that you want to join the conversation and ask a question or put a contribution, this is your opportunity to do so. I will ask the questions that I think some of you out there may have, and I'm not willing to ask right now. This is a time when the year is coming to an end. We're going to eat more in this month, between the end of this month and the first few days in January than a lot of us have eaten in recent time. If you're American living in America, you probably did the same kind of eating over Thanksgiving. But this is also a time when we're gonna have these great aspirations for 2024. I'm going to be 20 pounds lighter. I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to work on my heart rate. Let's first talk about being able to detox and clean and come back fresh. Is there a way that we can achieve that with your services? Good morning to you, Anthony.
Yes, definitely. So I would encourage everybody, enjoy the holiday seasons. Yes, go ahead and have fun, enjoy. But do keep in mind that if you know, for example, that if you barge on certain foods that you know make your stomach upset or something, then be careful, because what's the point in eating something that you know isn't good for you or makes you feel bad? So do enjoy yourself, but do be careful. And yes, even after the holiday seasons, for example, you decide, okay, well, I do want to get my health in check. I want to either lose weight, I want to get my diabetes under control, I want to get my heart issue under control, whatever the situation is that you're facing, we can definitely help you with that in the sense of just helping you say no to certain things or helping you to clean your body. We have amazing services available to help detox the body, to help balance the body, and then also to keep you accountable. Of course, that is not just an overnight thing. To keep you accountable, to change your life, to change your lifestyle. So if, for example, you have habits, and most everybody out there has habits that we don't like and that we wish we could overcome and stop doing. You yourself know which habits those are, and you know what you need to do to fix it. But a lot of times you don't have the willpower, and we need the accountability in order for us to be able to get across to that point where we know we want to be and we know how to get there. It's just we need that extra push and we need that accountability. So that is something that I offer as well to individuals.
I like that because we go all the time, or a lot of us go to these exercise routines, we pay for the gym, whatever it is, and we buy a lot of gym clothes, gym shoe, everything that you can think of. And then by February, we're going shopping in our gym shoe and our workout gear because we are not going to work out anymore. What are some of the ways that you are able to keep persons accountable? Is it that you make a schedule with them, you check with them daily? I'm sure this is a service that they can purchase from you. And I guess once you purchase it, you're going to be more compelled to live to it and achieve the goal because you paid for it. But what are some of the ways in which you can keep that person accountable?
Yes, that is correct. And firstly, paying for something will keep you accountable because you're putting money into it and you want to get out what your goal was to get out, right? So the way I normally start with these things is I have the person fill out a form and I have you tell me, what do you want to accomplish? And we get a whole history together. How many times have you gotten on the wagon but fell off again? How many times have you tried this and it failed? And we try to also find, why has it failed? Was it a family member that discouraged you? Was it a circumstance? Was it finances? What got in your way of it not following or you not following through with what your goal was? And so we find these things, we work with those things as well. And with that information, we can avoid that happen again, firstly, and we can also set goals accordingly. And so it is, again, very unique for everybody because we all have different setbacks. We all have different failures or weaknesses. That's the word I was looking for. We all have different weaknesses, and according to what those weaknesses are, we can work with you accordingly and get you stronger in those areas.
And I am I'm almost wanting to say, you know what, Clara, I think maybe I should do that. I have been on the bandwagon for a very long time. And sometimes I am better than other times. So I would definitely encourage persons to reach out to you, because sometimes we don't know what stops us. We think it is one thing that stops us, and it's something else that stops us. So definitely to have the conversation with a professional is definitely something that I would recommend for persons to do. I'm sure that you have different packages for that. But I want to stray a little bit. Good morning to you, Claudette. Were you guys looking from this morning? If you have any question for Mrs. Plett, feel free to ask her. This morning we're discussing the entire business of Shining Star Healthcare Center in Spanish Lookout, where you can get natural remedies as well as you get traditional and non-traditional remedies for your problems, whatever it is that they are. Now I don't lose my train of thought, but I'm going to say, oh, a lot of times let's say I am 200 pounds and I'm thinking, you know what? All I need to do is to get on a diet, whatever the diet is. But because I did not come and have a physical consultation with you, I really don't know what the problem is. I have diagnosed myself. I think a lot of times it's better for us to come and see you so you can test our vitals and you can say, well, maybe you have issues with your thyroid or whatever the issues are that the average person may not be aware of. I think if they were to come in and physically see you, I think it would make a world of a difference.
Yes, definitely that is recommended to come in physically because, they already say a picture is worth 1,000 words. And if you see someone in person, you chat with them face to face, it does make a big difference. And even, virtually, yes, it's great. You can already see the person, but coming in physically is the best, is truly the best. And you can make a stronger connection with the person, and you make connection with me. And that is very important. You have to find someone that you're comfortable with to work with. And then, we go from there. It has to be a teamwork. It's not just, I'm a person, you're a person. No, we become a team and we work on this together. And it has to be something that you are comfortable with. If you're not comfortable with it and you're doing this and your body's just kind of like, doesn't even feel welcomed or relaxed and things like that, it's not going to go in the right direction. So there is definitely that level of comfort that has to be there for everybody. And like I said, everybody's different. I'm different. I'm not offended if you say, no, I just don't feel comfortable with you. I'm not gonna be able to work through this. That's fine. I can even help you find somebody else or whatever the situation is. But I see everybody individually. And since we're talking about losing weight, the problem might be with your thyroid, with your metabolism, or something hormonal, or even, just simply a dirty colon. We don't know what it is. And again, everybody's different. So just because your neighbor lost weight doing whatever doesn't mean it's going to work for you. But I mean, if it does, great. But if it doesn't, don't be disappointed.
And then again, people would say, you know what, if I may, Clara, I can go on Google or YouTube and I can find exactly what I need there. What would you say to a person that would say that to you?
Well, if that works for you, go for it. But again, there's no accountability, there's no personal plan, and there's no, goals. Even if you set your own goals, who's going to keep you accountable, and who's going to make sure that this is truly for your body type or for the problem that you have?
I was going to say the same thing, because I am a Google respond. I am as a result of Google. I go on Google, I find these things, and then you're right. I see that it worked for Jane, and then I try it and it really doesn't work for me. Maybe I didn't try it long enough. Maybe it's not for my body type. Maybe that's not what I need. So I
Exactly.
definitely, Google is if you have no other option. You're locked up in some place far and you really don't have any other option. But if you have the option to have human interaction, if you have the option to meet with Clara, or at least virtually meet with her and start the conversation, there is something in the connection of another human being that holds you more accountable, even if you don't see them every day. There is something about it that is more real, and you want to prove, now you have somebody to prove it to, besides yourself. So definitely, those things are great starts, but I definitely recommend the human interaction. I recommend the connection. I recommend the fact that you can, when you're struggling, you have Clara to call or text. When you're struggling
Yes.
with Google, you have to
Mhm.
go back to Google and wait for 10,000 other options that's out there. And those options are not designed for you because they don't
Exactly.
know you. So
Mhm.
I like the fact that I have, in your case, Clara, I have a place that I can go back to that is safe, a place that I can rely on, a person that I can rely on, and somebody who is going to be, for lack of a better term, holding my hand on this journey. So definitely I recommend persons to do that. Now we are in the Christmas season, and the resolutions will come maybe Boxing Day, and we're going to try and implement them the first week in January. But between that time, some of us are going to be having some difficulty just being. For whatever the reason is, our bodies are not comfortable. We can't eat the way we used to. We're looking for gifts to give the people that are not able to function to their highest potential. And you have a lot of solutions for them. You have what I would call some personal gifts, because now you can gift your person or your granny or your parents a chance of a colon cleanse. I know that that is not popular, but that might be necessary. It could beat that iPhone 50 that you're thinking to
Yes.
buy for them. If they have no health or poor health, they can't enjoy the things that you're going to buy for them. So
Mhm.
you have a lot of packages that can definitely be great gifts. Maybe they don't have to use the gift Christmas Day, but if they were to receive the gift on Christmas Day, they can use it at their earliest convenience. Tell me about some of the packages that you offer.
Yes, excellent. So there is the colon cleanse. It's a week of cleaning out the colon. You're on a special diet, which is the food is all provided by us. The supplements you need during that time is all included in the package. So it's a colon irrigation. You get sauna treatment with that. You get lymph treatment with that. You get ozone treatment with that as well. Plus the food that you need for 1 week and the supplements for during that week. That's all one. That's a one package for 7 days. And that already is the beginning of the best health for you because 90% to 95, some doctors say even more, but percent is dependent on the colon. Like your health is dependent on the colon. If the colon is dirty, the rest of the body will also be dirty. And some of you might think, oh, well, I have a good bowel movement a couple times a day or once a day, or others might say, every 3 days. Well, you should still consider getting the colon cleanse because over time we eat things with preservatives. We have wheats, we eat things that irritate our bowels. And the more irritated our bowels are, the more things will get clogged up into it. And even though you have a daily bowel movement, your colon is like a sieve, and if the mucus gets stuck on the inside of the colon, your bowels, your stool can still move through, but your sieve, where your nutrients are supposed to go in and toxins are supposed to come out, if there's mucus blocking that exchange isn't happening. And then your blood gets dirty, your liver gets dirty, your lymphatic system gets backed up, and your immune system starts to not work as hard as it could be working because your sewer system, in other words, is backed up. So that's always our first line of treatment with just about anything and everything. And so we have that package, and we also have the maintenance package. That package is the colon cleanse. And then also on top of that, you get extra treatments. So depending on your situation and how bad it is, you can then step into the maintenance package and get that done, where there's a lot more treatment included in that one. So that one includes rifting, it includes intravenous things, all natural, of course. And so there's just more in that one. And so those two packages are what we have available. We have other packages as well, but those are the most common ones and the ones that I normally start off with. for maintenance or also just clean out.
Somebody is saying that they had a colonoscopy and a flush, and their energy level improved tremendously. So that is reason enough to go and get it. To
Yes.
boost your system, give it that extra flow so you can flow easier. I also know that there might be people that are looking they don't need it for whatever the reason is, but you have other things that they may need. You have a lot of natural remedies. You have a lot of natural solutions, if you will. And I want to stay there for a little bit because people want to say, well, I could go boil my own billy web bath. But too much of one thing good for nothing, we Creole say. I hope you understand that, Clara. Too much
Yes.
of one thing good for nothing. So if
Yes.
you are not doing it in the right way or taking it in the right dosage, then it's useless to you. So you have these things already in capsules. You have some of them in the natural form. Tell me a little bit about some of the things that you have that people can come and buy in dosage.
All right. So we do have a line of supplements. One that we have is the For Life. It's a company out of the US. So that one is imported. And we have that available here. The other one that we do is we also have our own line of supplements that we make. And these are mostly Belizean herbs that we mix together, specific amounts together, and capsulate them. And then you can drink them in capsules. If you're not the kind of person that wants to be boiling teas all day and drinking tea, it's just more convenient to pop a capsule in and you have your dose of what you need for the day. And so we have some very good and already proven to be very effective for energy, for circulation, for your brain, for parasites, for your thyroid. We've got charcoal in capsules, of course. There's jackass bitters. We do all those things as well. And I could keep going, but we do have our own line of supplements as well. And then we have herbs by ounce, if you just want to get the herbs by ounce or spices by ounce. And most of those are also Belizean herbs and spices. I try to get as much Belizean products on the shelf as possible because I do believe we live in an amazing country with amazing herbs, and we just have to learn how to use them, the correct dosages and the right way of ingesting them.
Good morning to you, Kelly Thomas, and all the other ones in the room. Kindly share this live because this kind of information can definitely change your life in a big way. You mightn't be able to take advantage right now, but we are hoping that you would take advantage at some point in time. Having a health coach on your side is definitely a big thing. I'm sure that Clara has different packages for that as well, so you can reach her. How can people reach you?
Well, you can reach me either through the office, and that number is 672-3536. Or if you want to reach out to me personally, but only via WhatsApp, please don't try to call me because I'm probably not going to answer your call. That number is 670-3536. And if you want to schedule an appointment, you can also go online to our website and book a consultation through the website there. And so that is just simply shiningstarhealthcenter.com, and you're going to find our website. And feel free to browse the website. There's amazing information there as well. Get to know us, read about us, see some pictures of our place, and familiarize yourself with what we do and what we can do for you.
Excellent. I like these kind of conversations because it provides options for persons on whatever level they are, wherever they are on their health journey. Some people are saying, well, I am relatively healthy. Do you have anything that can keep me in that shape and form?
Definitely, we sure do. And these options that are just like, mild maintenance, or you want to stay healthy, or you have some things that you'd like to improve, but nothing major. We do have some very effective and inexpensive options available for you. There's amazing products that we have. Like I said, every household should have them. If you get the slightest cold, take it immediately. It'll wipe it away. or any other kind of virus, for example, the common cold or food, even, food poisoning, things like that, you can get rid of that quite quickly with these products. And again, every household should have it, and it's very inexpensive.
I agree with you. There's a lot of things out there that we don't know. And some of the things that we do know, we don't know where to get them. And a lot of people would not imagine that you have them. When I went into Shining Star Health Center, I couldn't imagine the amount of herbs that you have on the shelves. And another thing that I like, just like you said earlier, some of them I don't have to boil and make a tea that I don't like, because I could just pop a pill and get the same effect out of it. So definitely I like that as well. I had no idea that you right there could take all the vitamins and nutrients out of this bark and put it in a pill right there. And that you have done. So definitely I recommend for people to go and check it out. Is there anything else you want to tell me before we go?
Well, I would like to touch back on the health coaching, and since that is our main topic here today. And I want to mention another thing too, that if you are someone, again, that has tried to make goals, that has tried to follow through with these, and it didn't work for you for whatever reason, you might not recognize what the reason was. And you might go back and say, well, whatever, this is just my life. It's just how it's meant to be. Maybe you say, well, my mom has diabetes, my grandma has diabetes, and I guess, there's just nothing I can do because it's in my family anyway. No, absolutely not. You don't need to accept that to be your life sentence. You can do something about it. And if there are strongholds in your life that you need to let go of or get rid of, it's all about perspective, and it's all about how your mind perceives these things. If you believe that to be the truth for your life, then it's going to be the truth for your life. But if you want to change that, you can, because what your mind perceives, as your future, that is likely how it's going to be. So if you want to change that, look us up, contact me, and let's see what we can do, because we can talk about this. We can see what is stopping you, what is making you fail, so to say. And sometimes it's just a matter of someone asking you the right questions, and then you're going to sit back and you're going to be like, oh, yeah, that's right. And you're going to have this light bulb moment, and we all like light bulb moments, right? When the truth just kind of pops out at you and you're like, oh my goodness, I never saw it like that. So it's not necessarily that I work any kind of magic, because I sure don't. I am just as human as you are. But when you're trained to ask the right questions, and yes, you who are listening, it's just a matter of having that right communication, someone asking you the right questions, and you telling me what you feel, what you see, what you want, then we can put it together and, expedite that and make that become your reality.
For somebody that's watching that's thinking, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to afford that, correct them for me.
Well, I think it's very affordable, especially if you think about it as an investment for your life. For example, if you're 30 to 40 years old and you feel like, life's catching up with you, and you're just, you think you're just getting older. No, age is really just a number, and you can change your future today for a better, healthier you when you're 50, 60, trying to run after your grandkids. You need to envision, okay, how do I want to live my life? What do I want to be? How do I want to be physically fit, spiritually, mentally, everything? How do I want to be when I'm 50 or 60, 70, 80, whatever the age? And you need to visualize that in a positive way, and, set yourself up to get there. You can do that today, to set yourself up today for that kind of a future that you imagine and dream for. So whatever the price, what is your health worth to you? Ask yourself that first. What is that vision that you have of yourself running after your grandkids, for example? You know, how much money would you be willing to give today? You still have a good job, you still have an income, you're still able to make money today. What are you willing to invest for that future that you are imagining?
Clara, I love that because now they have something to think about, and I can assure you that the consultation is where you should start. The consultation is very, very affordable. So we encourage persons to check out Shining Star Health Center and do it today. When is the earliest they can reach to you? People would say, well, right now at Christmas, it can't call she, but is that the truth?
Well, we are still open for a couple of more days. We will be closing Wednesday for the holidays. The staff gets 2 weeks off. So, but we'll be back January 6th. And again, check out our website in the meantime and give us a call today, tomorrow. We'll be here. Get your spots in and ask the questions that you have that are coming up. But do give us a call. Do let us know that you're interested, and we can start you off coming January. We'll get you in, we'll book you in, and get you started on that dream that you have for yourself. See yourself in a new body, not a new house, a new car, a new iPhone. Let's do a new body for you.
I like that very much, Clara. Again, I say thank you for taking the time to share with us. We really appreciate it. If you are looking at this live after it has ended, we encourage you to also share it because you never know who it's going to impact. If you missed and you think you've missed it, you have not missed it. You still get the information, still share the information. And come January, we encourage you to take advantage of the information. Again, Clara, I say thank you for the ones in the room. I say thank you for taking the time to share with us this morning. Until we meet again, be kind to yourself. Go check out Shining Star Health Center and get yourself started on your new journey, on your new healthier journey. Bye-bye.
That's right. Goodbye.